Welcome to Basics and Beginners, a video series in which I will explain the basics of Dungeons & Dragons to you and hopefully make the game easier to understand and more approachable to both beginners and more experienced players of the tabletop genre. This video will be all about the action economy, so that we may get the most out of any combat situation. Let's start by taking a look at the different actions we can take in combat. We have our action, a bonus action, a free action, a reaction, and finally our movement in no particular order. And we can take each of these actions once a turn. The action, the most prominent and likely the biggest part of the action economy. We can take an action to do one of the following. Attacking, this can also be substituted with an attempt at grappling or shoving a target. Casting a spell, this relies on the spell's cast time. Dashing, to double our base speed for a turn. Disengaging, to prevent attacks of opportunity on us. Dodging, giving the enemy disadvantage on attacking us while also giving us advantage on dexterity saving throws. Helping, to grant an ally advantage on their action. This action is not entirely restricted to combat. Hiding allows us to enter stealth, a favorite among rogues. Readying another action allows us to specify an action to trigger as a reaction after this turn. And finally, using an object. This can include drinking a potion or perhaps firing a ballista. A number of class features also rely on using our action. The bonus action, the often forgotten sidekick of the action, which we can use for one of the following. Casting a spell, this again relies on the spell's cast time. Or an offhand weapon attack, this is great for all the dual wielders out there. And a number of our class features also rely on the bonus action, like a Barbarian's Rage for example. The free action, or some call it the interaction. This is a DM dependent action as they will decide what this might entail, but generally it can include the following. Speaking a short phrase in combat. One simple act, like opening a door or drawing a weapon. And finally we got our movement, allowing us to move as much as our base speed provides within our turn. This can be weaved in between use of actions. So we could move up to an enemy, for example, knock them out and then move away again. This just means that movement doesn't have to be used all in one go. Now, those were all the actions we can more or less freely use during our turn. Now we have a reaction, which includes the following. Casting a spell, once again relying on the spell's cast time. Attacks of opportunity, to punish someone trying to leave our reach without disengaging first. And finally, using our readied action. Once again, a number of class features make use of this reaction as well, like the monk's deflect missiles. Some reactions can be taken on our turn, such as the shield spell. This however depends on the feature or spell we're trying to use. Ideally, we'd want to use all of these on a turn-by-turn basis, because there's no point in saving any actions. The only exception could be the reaction, as a clutch shield spell could decide between life and death of a character, just as an example. But we should strive to do our utmost to use an action and the bonus action at least every turn. That's it for the action economy. Leave a comment below if you want me to make videos on other subjects or have questions regarding the action economy. You can also follow me on Twitch to see me and the boys play D&D live.